welcome back to Boss Kitty. I should have pushed the show start and I didn't. I totally fucked that up. That's on me. How is everyone? Happy Wednesday. I hope you all have had a wonderful few weeks. We did our first watch along for the box set that's coming out in a few months. We watched, what did we watch? We watched Little Shop of Horrors on Friday and we had a blast. We had some issues with getting it through to Discord, but we were able to eventually figure it out. So if you are a patron at the level of Gracie's Gang, Hazel's Heroes, or Cult of Con, so $5 and up basically, you can head over to patreon.com/bosskitty and you can vote for our next watch along movie. It's between Tommy and Hedwig and the Angry Engine. Right now, Hedwig is winning. Voting closes, polls close at midnight on Friday, and then we're going to watch whichever movie you guys choose the following Friday, which is the 11th. And it's open for viewing to all of our paid tiers. So that includes Zuzu Zealots. It's just if you want to vote, you got to be Gracie's Gang or higher. So yeah, I know that you guys probably saw the post where we were talking about you're having a hard time hearing. Is that better? Let me know if that's better, Bubbles. I know you guys probably saw the post about us casting both on YouTube and on Twitch. Unfortunately, at this time, we're having some problems with that, so we're going to try that again in 2 weeks at our next show. My apologies if you're excited about that, but for today, we're here on YouTube, so still here, just not everywhere. You have to have yours at full blast. It's a bit quiet. I can see if I can get TK in here to mess with the sound. I'm not ever sure which knob that is. Just give me one moment. 1 second while I text him. What knob is the sound knob? We'll see how that goes over. I have a confession to make, you guys. I don't really have a project to work on tonight, so I'm kind of making one up as I go along, which can be fun and exciting. We'll see how it goes. Glad I'm somewhere. Me too. So I finished the baby sweater. I finished the little baby hat. They have to be blocked. I've got another piece that needs to be blocked. I thought about doing a blocking show, but I don't really have enough space for that. They are saying that I'm very, very quiet. Okay. I just wanted to know which knob it was. He's showing me knobs, guys. It's very, very sexy.
Let me know when people.
Well, that's up in the red now. Okay, testing, testing, testing. A little higher, a little higher. Perfect. Right there. Nope, too high. Perfect. Perfect. That's great. Okay, so that should be good. You guys should be able to hear me because I am well up there high at this point. Holy guacamole. Is it too high now? Did we go too crazy? I can lower it over here now. We'll see if that fixes it. Oh, you said much better. Good. I'll stay right where I am. Did I scare you guys there? Did I wake anybody's kids up? So yeah, I don't really have a project to work on at the moment, which is kind of awesome. It was right at first, but it was better after fiddling. So what I do have is I have 440 yards of hand spun Henson and Oz and Mithril in Superfloof that I spun together. You guys saw that some time ago. So I've got that. I'm going to wind it up in a ball. You guys get to watch me just sit here and ball wind. And then we're going to figure out, we'll do a gauge swatch and just kind of figure out what it looks like. I need to get an eye for it. I should have some tools out somewhere, unless I forgot to bring them in, to be able to see how many wraps per inch I have so we can figure out what weight the yarn is as well. Goldilocks, Goldilocks. It's just right. So behold my crazy workspace. We kind of tilted everything a little funky like so that you guys could see the ball winder. It's still not perfect, but it gets the job done. I just have to turn a little bit. And it's probably going to be a little loud, so apologies on that. If you guys have never seen a ball winder, you get to see the first half end of it. You can't see the back end where I'm winding with my hand. And then the skein of yarn itself is on a Swift. the pretty shop yarn up there. So I did hear back from the shop that's for, and she wants more pink in it. So there is a possibility that those 4 skeins will be a one of a kind that I sell to the first person who wants them. Because I can't really keep them as is. If she wants a little more pink in it, it's going to be too similar to whatever her custom colorway is, and I really want to respect that, so we won't be selling it normally, but I can sell off the one-of-a-kinds. Or I can just covet them for myself, but I can probably sell them off. Knobs a lot since we have a lot of ham radios. Do you really? I've never played with a ham radio. Uh-oh, I have a knot in my yarn. TK, I need your help. Please don't. This is the joys of trying to do this from afar. I can get up and I can go walk over there and try to fix it. I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm just unknotting yarn. Unknotting yarn. I got it. Okay, all fixed. So, yeah. Hopefully it's all fixed. We'll see how this goes. Maybe not. Oh my goodness gracious. This is going to be an endeavor, I can tell. There we go. I think it's because it's kind of inside out. So sometimes when you are skeining yarn up, you'll notice that you need to turn your skein the other way around. But I think I fixed it. We'll see. Oaks are your favorite splurge. Yeah, because you know you're not ever going to get anything like it again. Holy hot flash, Batman. I know, right? There's only the 4 skeins of it, though. It's so beautiful. It was really tempting to say, I'm just going to keep it for myself. So I think she wants a little less green and a little more of the blush in there, I think is what she wants. And then I might put some pink speckles in it as well. I have another shop that I'm doing a custom colorway for that is mainly pink. And what it started out with was really pretty. And then I added this day glow blue to it and a little bit of black speckles. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think she'll want it for her shop color necessarily. I might be able to save it still, or it might go in grab bags or be another one of a kind. I don't know yet. But the first half of it, where it was the light pink on the hot pink, or the light pink with hot pink on top of it, so good. Holy hot flash. Yeah. I've started to have a few of those actually. If you do a superhero knit along, would it be a Kal-El? Haha, that's good. You guys want to hear a amazing thing? TK's initials are Cal, K-A-L. I wish there was another L in there somewhere, so that it could be Kal-El. Be like double L, right? It would be magical. I'd feel like Lois Lane. What about show and tell? Oh, show and tell's probably not up right now. Give me a moment and I'll get show and tell up. Sorry about that, guys. I thought it was already up. Let me just get this wound up and then we'll get show and tell, because I can't really work on the keyboard with this in my way. So yeah, we watched Little Shop of Horrors during our watch along. There were a handful of people in there who had never seen the movie before. I think everybody had a good time. I think everybody really enjoyed it. Music's always fun. It's such a colorful movie. For those of you who don't know, the stage version ends very differently than the movie does. Your grab bags did not disappoint. I was so happy opening my Squishmallow. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm really excited about the next watch along. And what's funny about it is the thing I'm the most excited about with these watch alongs now is TK's art that he does for them. There we go. Yeah, the hot flash thing, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I'm not full on into that part of my life yet, but I think I'm on that bridge, guys. We did have some problems getting it started, and I have to say, we have the most patient group of patrons. They waited a whole half an hour extra just for us. They helped us out. They helped us figure out what was going on. We got it started and going. It was pretty spectacular. Okay, so this is complete. I can take this off and I can show it to you guys. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's 440 yards of hand spun, and that's in Mithril and Henson and Oz. That's what we did with that. I was very, very, very concerned when I did this because I didn't think it was really going to turn out so great. And I think it's beautiful. I'm really happy with it, to be honest. I can't wait to do a Yarny Hedwig, honestly. So we're going to move some stuff around because I need to get to my keyboard. And I'm going to go ahead and get show and tell up for you guys because I know that's important. So give me 1 second here. What else do we have going on? Oh, we're in April. Happy April to everybody. Happy tax season. Happy everything. Why is this taking so long? This is really weird. There we go. But more importantly, our patron exclusive mini skein set is coming out this month. It is going to be Fey Worlds themed, so kind of like the Fey Wild. It'll have undertones and jewel tones to it. I'm very stoked. I've started it. It's going to be unforgettable. You guys will really enjoy it. And if you are an annual subscriber at the Cult of Con level or the Hazel's Hero level, then you get the full set of 5 mini skeins shipped to you for free, which is very exciting. Oh, I'm in the voice. Whoopsies. Let's go up to show and tell, guys. Edit channel. Delete channel. Let's add a channel. If I can remember how to add a channel. There we go. We're going to call it Show and Tell 0402. Okay, so show and tell for today is up. Please feel free to add whatever you would like in there. There was something else that I was going to do while I was over here, and I don't remember what it was. Does anybody else? Weird. Okay, well, we'll put that off to the side. Okay, so let's take a look at something real quickly. This right here, this is from the Naughty Nitress, who actually opened a shop in Oregon. I haven't been there yet. This was a sweet gift that she gave me a few years back. It's kind of hard to see, but this is for wraps per inch, and you can't really see the writing on it very well. Maybe you can now. You can see it says sport, worsted, Aran, bulky, fingering, and lace. And it's got numbers next to it. And those numbers are the wraps per inch. So this is how I tell what weight my yarn is, right? And then this section right here is an inch. How cool is that? Oh, my camera is really off today. Crazy. So we're just going to take this from the middle. We're going to wrap it around this middle section, this divot, as many times as it'll allow, without it squishing together, but it's touching nicely on each side. It's a great tool. I love this. Normally they come in wood. I have like 2 or 3 of these. Mostly because I just like to collect things, right? No, because I lose things. And so this way, it's easy for me to find at least one of them hanging around my house. You guys, the comic book store that I used to work at, they have a huge online presence, and they are closing their online store, which I don't think will bode well for the retail store, like the brick and mortar stores, because like people like their online shopping, right? So, okay, there it is right there. I don't have them squished all the way together. I just have them gently touching, right? And so now I'm going to go ahead and count these wraps. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 20 wraps per inch on here. At 20 wraps per inch, that says that this is lace weight yarn. This doesn't feel like lace weight yarn. I'm not going to lie. This seems a little weird to me. But that's what this says. I'm going to check a few things real quickly. Now, because this is fingering weight and your gauge with fingering or your spinning changes, it fluctuates, right? I will actually do a wraps per inch 2 or 3 times, just so we have an idea in different spots, just to have an idea of, you know, and that is an inch, of what the true average weighted this yarn is. So let's put one right here. Maybe it is lace weight. It's been a really long time since I've spun a lace weight. So you just kind of slide those over like that. Nope, like that. Thank you. So also, local yarn shop day is just around the corner, you guys. I'm not ready. Trust that I'm not ready. But we're going to be at a Little Nitty in Auburn, Washington. I think they moved out of Auburn. I think they're in Redmond. Is that right? Same area. Okay. So here's our wraps per inch again, right? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. So yeah, we're still around 20. So this is lace weight yarn. Hey guys, I did lace weight yarn. That's crazy. That's a lot of rain. We're supposed to get about 6 inches. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're getting a lot of rain right now too, but I've run out of room inside for all of my seedlings. So they've been hardening off in the rain. I've actually planted a few things, and some of them I probably should have waited to plant, but the weather here has been warm enough that I think I can get away with it. Plus they've been outside hardening off in small pots that drain well, but I think they're getting waterlogged. Whereas if I put them in their really big beds, even with all of that same amount of rain, it's a larger area. So I don't think that they're going to get as waterlogged. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. Did you enjoy Jack Nicholson in the original one? Yeah. Okay. Show and tell is up, Samantha. Yes. We got to watch the movie version with the alternate ending because being the stage ending at the holiday. That's amazing. I didn't know they did that. That's fantastic. Okay. So right now I have size 4 on these needles, and I'm not even going to use this cable, but I need to get these needles off of here. I think because it's so tiny, I just want to see what a little gauge swatch looks like. I think we're going to run with size 2s just to see what it looks like. Then I need to find a nice little lace weight pattern to work with this. It's crazy. Not far from 5. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's I haven't been to the new shop. It's brand new. Like really, really brand new. I am missing. Where are you? Okay, so I guess we are going to use that one because it's the smallest, shortest one I have right now. I think the other one's on a different pair of a different project that I don't even know where that project is. This is my life. So we'll use this one unless I can find a smaller one. You're knitting a fingering weight sweater on size 2 needles. Why do you do this? Because you're really fast. That's why. You're like crazy fast. It's so impressive. The rest of us look at you and go, how? How is she already that far? It's mesmerizing, truthfully. Am I going to Fiber Fusion in Monroe? Carrie, Fiber Fusion is, what weekend is that? I don't believe I am. I'm not doing the show, at least, unless they still have vendor spots open. Currently the only show we're signed up for that's not a trunk show is Flock and Fiber, Oregon Flock and Fiber. I have to be careful how I say that now because there's another Flock and Fiber. Soon you will be done, but then don't you have to work on sleeves? First in June. So we will not be doing it because we're going to Sonoma. I believe the week after that is what it is. I knew there was a reason. I am interested in doing Fiber Fusion in the next year or so. I'm actually interested in doing a lot of new shows in the next year. We wanted to do that this year. We were turned away for one show, which was really disheartening. And then a lot of the shows that we want to do that are out of the state are in April and May, March, April and May. It's a very busy season for yarn shows and fiber shows, which is great, but I work for the Department of Revenue, so it's also my busiest season, and I'm not allowed to take time off from work during that season. In fact, we're going to be at a Little Nitty in for a local yarn shop day, which is the end of April, right? It's a Saturday. It's a 4-hour drive on a good day from our house. I have to leave Friday after I get off work, which is like at 3 o'clock. I have to already be packed. I have to run out there on Friday, do the show on Saturday, come home on Sunday because I can't take any time off. There's no way. I've heard really good things about it. Oh, you missed Monroe. I never went. But yeah. Okay. So we have our size 2 needles. We have our fancy ass yarn here. I'm just going to do a simple cast on. All I'm doing is a stockinette. I just want to see what this looks like knit up on size 2 needles. That's it. That's all I'm starting with. I just want to see how it knits up, how it lays, all those types of things. And then I can start looking at patterns, so on and so forth. Yeah. You're working on the bottom hem. Okay. Tifa closing line makes so little sense, but if I remember correctly, their uppity ups were never great at making better for business choices. I've been told that their uppity ups have changed hands because I would agree with that statement. I know that I am biased and bitter about it, but I would agree with that statement. But no, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever because it costs so much more money to keep a brick and mortar store open. Like, I know that they still have to have the warehouse, but they share, or at least they used to share the warehouse with Dark Horse. So Dark Horse will still need the warehouse. I don't get why they're closing. Pearly Shelled Fiber Arts in Waco, Washington, just south of Long Beach, and thought of you when we were there. You should have talked to the owner and been like, hey, you need to carry some Boss Kitty. You know what you're doing. You don't really have to do that. But I'll check them out. Was it a cute shop? We had a slew of wholesale orders come in. So let me explain. Let's get real for a second. So end of January through end of March, we had a slew of wholesale orders come in, which is great, but it's a lot of dyeing. I haven't dyed up our stock at all because I just haven't had a chance to. Plus there's those mini skeins. Plus I've been prepping for the box set. And then on top of all of that, we have to get ready for a local yarn shop day and tax season, right? But almost all of the wholesale orders have custom colorways with them. At least, well, 3 of them do, 3 of 6. And I think the 6th one really wanted one. I have to look at it and reach out to them. But yeah, and one of those orders is actually a restock of one of the 6 orders. Like, we got their order out to them and it was gone within 2 weeks. Granted, it was, yarn crawl, but it's been a little crazy around here. It's been very, very busy. It's just a busy time of year. And then we had some family stuff that happened. I had an uncle that passed away. So that kind of threw a little bit of a wrench in everything. And you just keep trucking. So we're getting back on track, getting some stuff done. I had really hoped to have the mini skeins for you guys by 2nd week of April. It might be last week of April. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to do some type of special show for the patrons when that comes out, just so you guys can get first look at it. Because, that's important. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. I won't say that it was sudden. It wasn't, but it doesn't make it any easier. We're going to break that off a little bit. Super cute shop next to a bookstore. The owner was super busy talking with other locals about retail season starting out. So I was kidding. I was mostly kidding. But I appreciate it. I'll look into it. I'll look into the shop. That's always a great email because then the people don't feel like put on the spot, honestly. Little baby needles. They're so tiny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these are really tiny. This doesn't feel like lace weight yarn. It's so strange. I wonder if it's just because it's the silk. Like, I feel like it could bloom. You're happy to pimp me out. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. So yeah, I've been thinking lots about the Little Shop of Horrors colorway and the Grease colorway because those were the 2 that were first up for movies, right? Did anybody else do extra credit and go watch Grease? after Little Shop. I don't mean like in your whole life. I get most of you have probably seen Grease. So for Little Shop, I'm definitely leaning towards going with an Audrey 2 colorway. I mean, it would be a crime not to. So greens and pinks and purples and different tones of greens, like bright greens and dark blue greens, right? It's going to be really cool. With Grease, I don't know where to go. I need to rewatch it. I haven't watched it yet. I thought about doing a Pink Ladies color. I thought about doing kind of a cha-cha color so that it was kind of the dance, right? There's lots of ways you can go with it. I thought about doing a beauty school dropout color. We get back into pinks and I can say, your hair looks like an Easter egg. I'm not really working on anything in particular right now. I'm just swatching this yarn to see how it knits up. Eventually, I'll try to find a pattern for it because I would like to use it as a display piece. But it's 440 yards of lace weight yarn. I mean, there's got to be something out there I can make with it. And I think I have more of it somewhere. I just don't know where I put it. Like, there should be another bobbin somewhere, which means I probably have closer to 1,000 yards. I have the Audrey 2 flats from the Hot Chocolate. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so jealous. That set is, their stuff is so neat. I also love that their shoes don't always match. Like the left and right shoe, they match in the sense that, oh, these work well together, but they don't always match, right? So what I'm doing right now is a garter stitch where I'm knitting on the front and knitting on the back. And the reason I'm doing that is because a stockinette stitch, which is knit on the front and purl on the back, is inclined to roll in on itself. And I don't want it to do that. So we're just doing 2 rows of garter stitch on the bottom, and then I will do 3 stitches of garter stitch on the front or on the one side and 3 inches on the other side. And we're just kind of giving it a frame so that we can see what the stockinette looks like in the middle, but it'll also kind of give me an idea of what the garter stitch would look like on this. A toothy terror hood, perhaps. Ha! 15-year-old you was absolutely... Okay, 15-year-old all of us were absolutely obsessed with Grease. Are you kidding? The movie was magic. I mean, you go back and watch it now and you're like, man, those guys are dicks. But it was a really good movie. I loved it. I still do. Are way easier to love when you're from the Punky Brewster generation. Have a cat. That's funny. And so true. Oh, that was not a cat. That was just regular, here's a cat. Sorry, I was trying to catch up on reading. So yeah, we got a lot going on, you guys. So the mini skein set, the colorways are not going to be named. It's just the set itself is going to be named, and it's like Feywild or Into the Feywild or something like that. And they're going to most likely be skeined up, and then they'll have one label around all 5 of them because they're a package deal. The kitty cat was intense. I have more of them. You want to see another one? Hold on. I looked the wrong way, but there you go. To change ourselves for our crush. Yeah, between that and the Little Mermaid, man, I was set. I was like, this is what you do, right? Like, you meet a boy or a girl. You decide you like them. You find all the things about yourself that you're pretty sure they won't like or can't like. And you change it. You literally sell your soul to a sea witch for it. Or to a group of really toxic, mean girls in pink jackets. Whatever floats your boat. The mini skein set, it's so funny. It's such a daunting set for me because we've got pre-skeined mini skeins. And I'm like, oh, I can't. The problem is that more of those fit into a tray than a full skein of yarn does, right? So I can't do just 2 or 4 at a time. It's going to be like I'm doing 5 at a time or 8 at a time or something crazy, right? Like I can't test things around. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to be fine. Really, the hardest part of it has been the undertone. Like the gold undertone for our undertones is super simple, works really great. Silver's a little cool. You can get into colors like greens and stuff like that, but then you risk the possibility of your other colors that you put on top of that becoming really brown. So it's been an endeavor. What did I just do? Did I screw up? Did I screw up? No, I didn't screw up. We're good. I think we're good. I guess we're about to find out. With a colorwork yoke with the mini skein set. Yes! Feed Me hood. Okay, that, I need to look up a Feed Me hood. I have never heard of it before. I hope it looks like an Audrey 2 hood. I could name that colorway Feed Me, but I feel like that's kind of cheating. Like, that's the easy way out, right? Okay, so yeah, our next vote that's going on right now is, I'm going to tell you what all of the votes will be. Our next one, so this one right now is Tommy and Hedwig. I believe the one after that is between Fiddler on the Roof and Paint Your Wagon. No joke. After that one, we're going to do, why can't I ever remember what the other movie is? I've done this so many times now and I always blank out. So it's going to be between West Side Story and a different movie that I can't think of the name of right now. I should know it since I picked these, but I'll let you know here in a second. And then after that, I think it's Sweeney Todd and Phantom of the Opera. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? You know what? There's an easy way for me to figure this out. There's such an easy way for me to figure this out. I'm going to have to look up the Feed Me pattern. Okay, we'll look that up here in a second too. Why not? It's our show. We can do whatever we want. Patreon. Patreon, Boss Kitty. That's me, a Patreon. I am a member, weirdo. Log in. Continue with Google. Sure, why not? Change me over from my member status to my other status. Creator Hub. Thank you. What? I am a creator. What is wrong with you? Why are you being weird? This is super, super weird. Okay. If it doesn't let me change this, then I will just do it from my phone. This is really strange. Okay, well, we're going to just get rid of that. I'll do it from my phone. Give me one moment here. Pop my phone open. It's 12 colorways, so trying to remember them all is a lot. Okay, so it was between Little Shop of Horrors and Grease. You guys chose Little Shop of Horrors. And then it's between Hedwig and Tommy. Hedwig's in the lead right now. What's ordered? And then we've got Fiddler on the Roof and Paint Your Wagon. My Fair Lady and West Side Story. That's going to be the one after Fiddler on the Roof and Paint Your Wagon. So My Fair Lady and West Side Story. Then Phantom of the Opera or Sweeney Todd. And then Hamilton or Wicked. Those are going to be the options for the movies. But we're doing colorways for all of those for all those shows. Hedwig. Okay, let's take a look. We're talking about that Ravelry pattern. I'm going to get it up and show it to you guys because I've never seen it before. I know Bubbles was super sad that Hedwig didn't make it for a patron color. Honestly, it was in the running for a long time there. Okay, Feed Me hood. Apparently that does not come up with anything. Let's just try Feed Me. Oh, it's a Natalie Allen. Her stuff is so amazing. Yes, I will show this off because it's fantastic. You guys ready? There it is right there. It's so good. All of her stuff is just so intricate and so fantastic. This would not work with a colorway that we create for Audrey 2, only because This is using multiple skeins of yarn, right? But it's really beautiful. It doesn't mean I don't want to make it. I like that she also did a Super Mario Brothers one. Check that out. It's not as good, but it's still pretty awesome. Like I said, her stuff is really, really fantastic. If you don't follow the Twisted Hatter on Instagram or social media, you should, because it's always fun to look at her stuff. She does these great mushroom hats. Plus, she does a bunch of cosplay. So you should definitely check out her stuff. Here is her Gur and her Invader Zim, which if you've never watched Invader Zim, you should stop watching this show right now and go watch Invader Zim. No joke. Anyway, I digress. They really are amazing. Don't tell my husband I have a small crush on her. Everybody should have a small crush on her. She's awesome. And she's so funny. So I had a Dell computer in college. It was such a junky computer. When I turned it off, I had it set so that it would sing the Doom song. And whenever there was an error message, I had it scream tacos at me in Gur's voice. And I don't remember what it said when it would turn on. I don't remember that part, but the whole thing was pretty funny. There we go. Let's get that back up. Oh, you know what else I need to get up real quickly? We didn't have Nightbot up initially because we had issues with Nightbot for Twitch. Since we're not doing that right now, we can go ahead and get Nightbot up. Yes, I know. Just open. Why are you guys such stinkers? There we go. Nightbot's up. We've got giveaways up, so good. If we get to that, it's open. Whew. Taquitos! Oh, I'm not hating. It's okay if you didn't like Invader Zim. It wasn't for everybody. I was a good age when I watched it. I was 18 or 19, maybe 17. So I thought I was the perfect age for it. It was hilarious. It was clever and smart for my 20-year-old brain. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. But I know it's not for everybody. Gur really makes that show. Let's be honest. Zim is great, but Gur is the backbone of that show in all forms. The animation style was too dark for you. That is fair. It's not for everybody. That's the thing, right? Like, animation is art, and if art was for everybody, it wouldn't be special. It wouldn't be art. You know, there's a lot of things that I absolutely love and adore. Music, movies, musicals, art, not art so much, not like physical art so much. I'll take that one back and I'll go into that a little bit here in a second. That TK can't stand. He hates them. He's like, I don't get what you see in this, and vice versa. I mean, it goes both ways. And it's not that either of us have bad taste necessarily. It's just that we have different tastes, and there are different things that call to each one of us, which is okay. I mean, for one thing, there's a 15-year age gap, so that would make sense. And we both grew up with very different influences in our lives. It's interesting, though, because art, like, you know, drawings and paintings and sculptures, things like that, we seem to have a pretty solid agreement on most of that. Our likes and dislikes in the type of artwork that goes on our walls seems to be pretty sound. Like, we seem to be on the same page with that, which is weird and crazy, and I love it. It's so funny because I'll be somewhere, I'll be at a thrift store or something, I'll see something that I absolutely want, and I text him, and I'm like, hey, what do you think about this for the living room? And he's like, holy shit, yes, please, we can put it right. I'm like, that's what I was thinking. So that's nice. Okay, you guys, look at this. This is on size 2 needles. It looks really nice, actually, right? Like, that's actually quite lovely. That's almost like fingering weight yarn, but it's not. It's, oh my gosh, it's lace weight. It's so crazy. Doom. Yep. But I have to find a pattern. I always feel bad looking for patterns with you guys just because I feel like that's got to be boring for you guys. Call of Cthulhu. That's really funny that you said that. So, my plants, I was telling you guys my plants, my seedlings that I started inside, I've run out of room for a lot of them. Also, my grow lights aren't the type that move. Well, they do, but I zip tied them, so they don't move very well right now. So I have to move my plants up to them or away from them. And one of those shelves has the perfect, like I've got the perfect box on there. It works really well for the plants that are in it right now. The other one, either the box was way too close or not nearly close enough. So I had to use books instead. And so I'm using so many D&D books and Call of Cthulhu books and Vampire the Masquerade books. And I don't even know what else is over there. I mean, it's fine. I'm not playing Vampire Call of Cthulhu anytime or Call of Cthulhu anytime soon. And most of the D&D stuff I've got online. So it's not the end of the world. But, and I can always, substitute them out if needed. But it was just funny. I was like, what am I going to use? I'm like, I've got some solid books. Yeah. Velcro ties aren't a bad idea. They still wouldn't get low enough. You would need, you're supposed to use chains because you want them to come down real low in a lot of cases and then go back up high. And the old halogen ones do that. And some of the more expensive LED ones do. These ones don't. I mean, I could get a chain and do that. This was nice and tidy and it worked just fine. It's a live and learn thing. I'll probably adjust it next year or come later this year when I'm getting ready for my fall and winter garden. But, excuse me. It's been a long week, you guys. It's an onboarding week, so I've been working 10-hour days. But yeah, so it's been a learning experience. My biggest issue that I have is figuring out how much is too much water and how much is not enough water. I have a water meter and everything, and I'm still struggling. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm enjoying myself. TK and I went to to one of my favorite nurseries the other day, and I got him a honeysuckle plant for next to the shed because we took out the clematis that was there because it was basically dead. So I'm going to get that in the ground. What did I get in the ground today? I'm not going to say them properly. So I've got my onions in. I've got red onions and I've got Walla Walla onions in. I've got my chives in. My lettuce and my spinach are planted seed-wise. Same with the beets and the radishes. The carrots are going to go in the next few days. So's the dill. I don't remember what else I planted. Have you read or listened to The Abyssal Plane? Very Lovecraftian. I have not, Elizabeth, but I'll look into it. Yeah, never heard of it. I think you're right, Bubbles. I think that the mini skein set will be really great for a yoke or, just the secondary color in just about anything. And it's 5 skeins, 5 mini skeins, and they're 20 grams each. So they equal out to a full skein of yarn. And the set will be $35. And it will be available in BKDK as well as not Kitty Glitter, Cat's Cradle. Oh, delicious salad bar. My garden sounds like it's gonna be a delicious salad bar. I've got a bazillion types of peppers to put in, and then some jalapenos on top of that. 3 different types of tomatoes. We've got some tomatillos. We've got cabbage, cauliflower. And I've got a bunch of flowers, marigolds, cosmos, so on and so forth. I've got a ton of basil. I'm missing something though. What am I missing? Oh, my cucumbers for pickles. And then some pumpkin and some zucchini off on the side, not in the raised beds. Oops, this goes this way. You love Bauman's, and Garden Palooza is in a couple of weeks. Bauman's, I love Bauman's too, but it gets so busy. like overwhelmingly busy. And I turn into a little hermit on the inside. And I'm like, don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Like cartoons and coloring books. He can't stand them. I love dry comedy and British TV. He would rather watch Adam Sandler. Yeah, exactly. And then we find middle ground on things. And we do try to accommodate each other from time to time. Like I'll watch some of the stuff that he enjoys, or I'll watch documentaries on it. And some of it I will find, oh, I really enjoyed that. He watched Wicked with me when it came out on Paramount Plus. Last Friday, I think? No, Friday before that. And he wanted so badly to enjoy it and he hated it. He couldn't stand it. And I was a little heartbroken. I was expecting it, but I was a little heartbroken. And he's sitting there talking to me about it. And he's like, there's like 10 minutes towards the end that I really enjoyed, and was very invested in. And he goes, because, there wasn't a stitch of music in that section. And I went, oh, how do you feel about the songs? He's like, I hated the songs. And it occurred to me, and I was like, this movie was doomed from the start. Like there was no way you were going to like this in any capacity if you don't like the music, because not only because it's a musical, just because the music in it is so much center stage. And we talked about it a little bit. I think he felt really bad about not liking it. And I was like, it's okay. It's okay. We're allowed to dislike things that the other one likes. But then he watched this documentary with me about the story Wicked and how it morphed from The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the book, into the movie, and then came from those two things into McGuire's book, and then how that got morphed into Stephen Schwartz's musical, right? And he actually really enjoyed that documentary. That got him interested in the book. He really wants to read the book, which is very different from the show. So if you've never read the book and you've seen the show, just be prepared. It's very dark. So yeah, that, and I think it gave him a little more respect for the musical as well, which was kind of neat. You need to read the Wizard of Oz and Wicked books. Okay, I loved Wicked. I could not stand the other ones in the series. His stuff is really hit or miss, at least for me. Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister, which he also did, which is, Cinderella, was also very good. In fact, I like that better than Wicked. But his sequels to Wicked, I just didn't enjoy. I haven't read the newest one, which I think is called Elfie or Elphaba or something. It's about her as a little girl. And I certainly will, but the other ones I just couldn't get into. Son of a Witch, hated it. Mostly just because the main character, the main character, I didn't feel like he made any choices on his own. He had no personality. He was just a wet rag. My opinion. He loved it. It really, Yarn Druid, it's a great book. It's just very dark. It's very different than the show is. So for one thing, when they made the show, they wanted, I believe that this is how this went down. This is what I've always been told, at least. They wanted Kristen Chenoweth to play Glinda. She was a really big name, much bigger than Idina Menzel at the time, even though she had done Rent. And so they were like, the producers were like, yes, this is who we want, but you have to give her a bigger part, because in the book, Glinda is not a large part of the story. She's one of many of Elphaba's friends when she's at college. Many, and not that interesting, quite frankly. So they said, okay, so this really needs to focus more on her friendship with Glinda and not on her life, by itself. And so they fleshed that character out, gave her a much bigger role, and made the story more about their life together and then apart, and how they grow as people, and less about Glinda just being one or two chapters in Elphaba's life. So that kind of changed the whole entire thing. They had to lighten it up, obviously. There's like I said, there's some really dark undertones in that book. Lots of triggers, truthfully, that they kind of just gloss over in the show. So just be warned. Empathy on that social feeling. Yeah. Just started the Spell, Swords, and Stealth series. Never read that either. be able to plant our indoor plants. Should be above freezing after then. And that's the thing. So our last day of freeze for spring freeze is the 13th, technically by the Farmer's Almanac. However, our temperatures are all above freezing from now until then, so I'm not too worried about it. Was the same, and I recommended she read the books. I need to read The Wizard of Oz. Okay, yeah. How did you feel about the original Wizard of Oz? I haven't read it in so long, I can't answer that question comfortably. We watched Tracker together and talk about fishing stuff, his hobby, and yarn, yours. But at least you guys talk about it. Was going to hit when I watched it. It was too real. And that's what they talked about in the documentary. What Gregory Maguire talked about. He said, you know, I wanted this dystopian world and this idea of having this person who's running things and people, you know, the mainstream belief system at that time. He's like being, you know, dire and terrible, and you know, you're fighting against this. And he's like, I didn't realize, and unfortunately, that it would become so close to our own reality, you know, 30, 40 years later. You agree with the Maguire books. Some of them are hard for you to get into, right? Like, and I learned, so when we were watching this documentary and he was talking about how he writes, that made sense because he said that he writes the first sentence and then just does this like train of thought with it. But also, I don't remember what he said, but basically he just lets the characters do their own thing. Like he does, it's each book is like he's learning to write all over again, is what he said. And I looked at Kurt or TK and I said, that makes perfect sense because some of his books are really great and some of them are really not written well. So yeah, it's, on one hand, it means if you read a crappy Maguire book, it doesn't necessarily mean that the next one you're going to read is crappy. So you're still, you know, intrigued to read it when he comes out with a new one. You guys check this out. This is actually really pretty. And super soft. So I'm not sure what to make out of this because I mean, I could do lace with it. I could do some tiny little knitting like this with this, and it would turn out really, really nice. I just don't know what it is that I would make. So let's get Ravelry up, right? Let's get Ravelry up. We had it up earlier. We can keep looking at Ravelry. You guys good with that? We're going to go look at some lace weight patterns that call for 450-ish yards of fun stuff. So for those of you who don't know how to use this, we're going to come over here to advanced search. And you can't see them off to the side, so I'm going to bring this over for you. Over here on the side, there are different things you can search by. So we're going to search by lace weight. And I'm actually almost tempted to put down light fingering as well. I think we could get away with that. But this is also silk and merino, so we're going to come down to types. And we're going to put silk in there. I'm not going to put the merino in because merino will bring up stuff I don't want. I wanted to get socks out of there mostly because, oh, and then we also need to pick that we have about 300 to 450 yards. Okay. We've got some options in here. So, and like I said, I want this to be a display piece. So I can make small sizes if needed. And then I'm just going to come through and I'm going to look at stuff and say, oh, this looks nice, or this looks nice, or this looks nice. Right? And then we can look at these and we can look at these together. I think a lot of the stuff I'm opening though is mohair stuff, which is not what I'm meaning to do, but here we are. I mean, we could do some lace. I don't have any lace work in the shop. Whew, could you imagine? I feel like it scares a lot of people away. You did think Ariana Grande was great as Glinda. Lear is too Randolph. I love you, Elena. I cried so much through when I saw it on stage. I'm going back to read. Sorry. It would be so amazing to see on stage. What were the colors you spun up? It was Henson and Oz and Mithril. And that, so they were spun up separately and then I applied them together. My braces are great. I've got an appointment next week to have them adjusted. They're coming along. We'll see how it goes, right? And I could go with something like this. This is really cool though. This is really awesome. What? Boop, 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 boop. I could do a big old bow, I guess. That would be ridiculous, and I love it. Oh my God, it's been so long since I've done lace work anything. That would be cute. That would be cute. Okay, let's look at what we've got so far, right? So I pulled this Ghost Whisperer top up, which I think is, says lace. I'm going to guess that it's mohair. Yeah, it's mohair. But look how cute this is, you guys. This would make such a great... I kind of already have this top for the halter top, right, in mohair. So I probably will not do this one, but it is stinking adorable. And it comes in plus sizes, which I love. Very cool. I love the sleeves on it. They're so romantic. So this is called Ghost Whisperer, if any of you are interested. It's by Park and Knit, which is a great name, by the way. So check out their stuff. We're moving on. Moving on to something called Fluff. This is also mohair. Yeah, we're not going to go with mohair. And this is kind of a little boring looking, truthfully. It's not what I was looking for. I think this is mohair too. Go figure. However, I could maybe force myself to do this anyway because it's also very romantic and pretty. And I think it would be pretty in this soft pink and green. It might be too busy though. I don't know. I have to think about it. But it's really pretty. And then you got that ribbon in there. I think that would be neat. So we'll put that one off to the side. I don't know how well it'll work because it's, yeah, because it's not mohair. I could hold mohair with it, but then it's no longer lace weight. This is not mohair. This is just a basic tank top with teeny tiny buttons. Super cute. Very, very basic. You don't even have to do the buttons. And it has a rolled hem on it, which I love. See that right up there? I think it's a rolled hem. It's hard to tell. It might not be. Oh, no, I think it's an I-cord hem. It is. Wow. This one looks like it has a rolled hem, but I don't think it does. I think it's an I-cord. So this would be very boring to make, but it would be really pretty when it was done. You want Muppet chainmail now because of the color combo. Yes. So this is definitely an option. Are we back to, yeah, we're back to Kid Silkays. So we're not even going to look at this one. I know this one is technically mohair, but I think I could get away with it. However, I don't think it's right. It's not right. So we're moving on, getting rid of that one. This is lovely and very lacy. And it would work. I think the only issue I have with this kind of thing, well, actually, it might not. This might actually be really pretty and you would get that kind of gradient in it. So that's an option. I'd love to know what you guys think about it. How many yards? So this takes 440. The smallest one would take 440. So this is definitely an option. Like I said, I don't have any shells out there right now, or lace weight shells. It's a scarf. I have lots of scarves. This was the piece I was looking at, and I know it's mohair too, but I think it would be really cute in this. I just don't know if the gradient would really show up. However, I am keeping this pattern because it's stinking adorable. I love it so much. And I'm so sad I didn't have it for my wedding. Here's the bow. Also mohair, but you could get away without using mohair. Once again, though, you won't really get the gradient effect, so I don't think it's going to work, but it is cute. This one right here is really cute. I don't think it'll, well, actually, so it might lay nicely. The silk in it will let it hang kind of the same way the hemp does, or the linen does. The mohair might fluff it out though, but it is super, super cute. Like a little bralette. Same with this one. And it comes in plus size, which I love. Yeah. So those are some options. I can keep looking. Oh my gosh. lace weight yarn is so difficult to find something that really works for it, like what you're trying to do, unless you're trying to make some big lacy shawl, right? Like that's what most people use lace weight for. I was not intending to make lace weight when I made this yarn. It's just accidentally happened. Just finished a decent sized kid blanket, so now you're making a small dog cat mat to donate to the local animal shelter. That's so lovely of you. Muppet chainmail is still killing me. You've ordered your first circular knitting needles and jumbo yarn. You're going to learn how to knit a hat or at least try crochet. That's so exciting. Yeah, so I mean, there's some options. This one's really pretty too. And this is kind of nice because it's got some stockinette in it, so you'd be able to see what the pattern looks like without the lace. So that's always an option. It does have beadwork though. But this is really pretty. I think this would look really nice too. Actually, I think this would look super nice. You would definitely get some different color pooling down in the ruffles versus up here in the basic stockinette. It's a cute top. Yeah. Let's see what sizes this goes up to. Small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X, I think, ish. Do you have sizes? Yeah. So, okay, that's not terrible. So this is an option for sure. It's only 21 projects. I like to go back and look at people's projects and see how it worked for them. But they all used solid colors. That's a big deal. That's a big part of it for me. Anyway, so there's some of our options. I'm not going to bore you guys too much with the details. You have faith in me. Oh, you have faith in Crochet Hook? Yeah, you absolutely should. It's very exciting. You have some confetti. Have a catapult. Bye-bye, kitty. Okay, what time is it? It is 6:30. So we're going to go ahead and do our wheel. And originally, because Twitch didn't have Nightbot working for it, we weren't going to be able to do the wheel. But we can do the wheel. So we're going to do the wheel. You guys ready? There it is, our beautiful wheel. Now remember, the way this wheel works is that I'm supposed to have a Blinky around here somewhere. And I don't. I got to find Blinky. Biscuits, guys. Biscuits. Or I got to hope that we don't roll on Blinky. Okay, so this is how this is going to work tonight. Oh, I found him. Here he is. Okay, so we have dad jokes on here. We have a flash sale. We have Adject Animal Sounds. We have a Peace Stream. We have Blinky. Peace Stream is a patron exclusive extra stream, which will be crazy right now because you guys are already getting extra streams at the moment. A flash sale is when we'll just flash something up for sale. Basically for the next 24 or 48 hours, a certain colorway will be like 30% off or 50% off for you guys. And you guys will be the only ones that have that code. I'd have to set that up immediately, which is fine. Adject Animal is where I take an adjective and an animal and I make a sound out of it. Blinky is where we pick somebody off Nightbot. I roll Blinky right here. If you guys get a natural 20, then somebody wins some free yarn. I think that's everything on here. So let's go ahead and spin. What? There it goes. What's it gonna be? That is straight up on the line. I'm not even kidding. It was ridiculous. So we're gonna spin again. You ready for this? Because it's legit straight up on the line. Your 8-year-old heard dad joke and got excited. Oh my gosh, you guys get a flash sale. What? This is very exciting. Okay. Let's close the wheel.
Goodbye.
Let's take a hot minute. Let's take a look real quickly. We've got a full host for you. What do I have that's going to be on flash sale? Okay. It has to be in stock. It has to be in stock. And you guys have to give me a moment to create the code for it and give it to you. Give me 1 second. to get into Shopify and do that. Oops, wrong button. So we're going to do a flash sale on mohair. You guys excited? All of our mohair. We're going to do all of our mohair. And it's going to be 30% off for the next 24 hours. All of our mohair. Now, if you try to order extra, like it has to be in stock. I'm basically giving it to you as if I was selling it at a trunk show because the shop usually gets 30%. So that's how this is working. You guys are getting, you're getting it for what a shop would get it for if we were doing a trunk show there. 425. Just getting logged in so I can make that code for you guys. Why is everyone so tired in April? Because we just had a 31-day mark. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, so let's see here. One moment while I make this lovely little discount. Just one sec. I have to make a code, and I have to remember how to make codes. I wasn't expecting this to happen. So it'll just give me 1 second because they've changed all of this a little bit. This used to be really easy for me to do. Create discount. Amount off products. Discount code. We're going to call it BK Live. Or what's today? The 2nd? Cool. Percentage is going to be 30% off. Search. We're looking for mohair. Bingo. Add. It's a 1 use per customer. Just keep that in mind, okay? And it's going to close. I got to get the close date on here. So it's going to start today and it's going to end tomorrow at the exact same time. So tomorrow at 6:37 p.m. Pacific time, it will end. You guys ready for this code? Just 1 second. Oh, yeah, 30%. Did I say 30%? 35%. I think I said 30. 30 is what we would normally do. So that would make sense. Okay, copy. Okay, here's the code. 1 moment. Let me get it out there. There it is, and it is live. So right now, if you use that code, BK Live 0402, from now until this time tomorrow evening, you will get 30% off your mohair order. If you order other things in your order, aside from just the mohair, your mohair will still be 30% off. There's no minimum amount that you need to spend. There's no minimum amount you need to buy. There's no maximum amount. Buy all my mohair. It doesn't matter. The only thing is that if you order more than what I have in stock, it'll probably let it go through, but I will have to refund you because we're only doing it for what's in stock. So please, please, please keep that in mind. It'll show you what we have in stock. Just don't go past that. Is there a highlighted color for April? There is a highlighted color for April, Ghost Babe. What a great question. So, no, there isn't. We haven't picked one for April yet. Son of a biscuit. So right now, I think Forest Park was March, and March is still highlighted at the moment. So if you order Forest Park, that should also be 15% off, I believe. Those are not going to stack. The 30%. Well, we don't have any Forest Park for mohair, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, if you you should automatically still get Forest Park for 15% off, I believe. I don't think we've updated that. We've not picked a colorway for April yet because it's April 2nd. Like, we're so close. That's on me and TK. I'm so sorry. But I will get that out in Discord and on the social media ASAP for you guys. But in the meantime, Mohair Ball is 30% off through tomorrow just for you guys. I'm not putting this on social media. I'm not putting this in Discord. This is because we love you guys. So if you're watching the show, you get that code. If you are watching the VOD of the show before tomorrow night, then I guess you'll get the code too. It does still show Forest Park on sale. So yes, you can still get Forest Park on sale until we change that over to whatever this month's is going to be. And I haven't picked one yet. So if you want to get some Forest Park and some mohair, you will get 15% off of the Forest Park and 30% off the mohair. Very cool, Samantha. So thank you guys. You're the best. That's really exciting. I've never done a flash sale before. I know it was a little clunky. Looks like we have a new member. Thank you for that. I'm not sure who it is. I didn't get a notification that it happened. So whoever you are, thank you so much, and we appreciate it. Wow. Henson and Oz should be for April. I would have to have Henson and Oz in stock right now for April. That's the biggest thing, is I'm also trying to find colorways that are in stock currently. And we're pretty low on some stuff right now. I'm putting an order in because we have to have stuff for local yarn shop day, and then we should be able to, you know, get things rolling again. The first of the year is always, that first quarter is always difficult for us. Hopefully it won't be in the future though. So there is that. And while we're at it, I am going to go ahead and do our shout out to our, where is it? Our patrons. Just keep in mind, our patron list has not been updated yet. Once again, first of the month. So this will be updated here in just, over here, in just a few weeks. So if you see your name on here and it shouldn't be on here, there's that. If you see your name on here or don't see your name on here and it should be on here, my apologies, but we thank you as well. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of our patrons. They are a large part of our structure. Honestly, if you're curious what your patron bucks go towards, they pay specifically every month for the Boss Kitty Mobile. So the vehicle that we lug all of the yarn in is actually paid off with Patreon money. And then it also pays for boring things like the shop, right? It's the reason that the shop is up and running every month is because we have that funding coming in, and that's what it pays for. So it doesn't do anything flashy, but it does pay for some of the fundamentals that we need. And in return, we love to give you guys sales. We love to give you guys little watch alongs. We do, patron exclusive colorways. You guys get, if you're a Hazel's Hero level, you get a free shipping code that works over and over again, by the way. So we love our patrons. They are our litter mates through and through. If you're interested in supporting Boss Kitty in that capacity, you can always go over to www.patreon.com/BossKitty. So patreon.com/BossKitty. Woo! That's a lot. That's a lot. What else? I'm not going to do any stretching tonight. I don't feel like doing stretches. Like, I've been really up on my feet and running around a lot. So stretching is not happening. And we're at like 6:45. So we're probably going to run into show and tell here pretty soon. You guys, I think I want to do that ruffly tank top in this. I think it'll be so pretty. I would love your opinion on that though. The ruffly tank top, I mean. I think that it'll be great, but you guys can give me your feedback on that. Here it is. Again, I'll show it to you if I can find it. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm sure I'll look at some other stuff too. But I think that would be really neat. We don't have a lot of tank tops. I've got a halter top that's got a shrug that we're putting over it, but I think this might be a nice one to have out there. It's kind of got a nice, I don't know, romantic look to it, but it's also kind of witchy and bohemian, and it could just go in so many different directions. And I really do think that it would show off the hand spun factor of this yarn really well without having to be traditional. Look, I have lace weight yarn. I see someone bought 2 bath yellow mohair. Did they? Can you see that? I didn't even get that notification. Look at that. You're right. Ugh. There they are. Bath is such a great color. I'm always excited when somebody wants to try that one out. What am I working on right now? I'm just working on a swatch just to see how this yarn knits up. I do think I'm going to make that tank top though. I think that'll be really pretty in this. I should see what size needles it calls for. It calls for 4s and 5s. I can do that. It's not very much. You know what? Let's just buy it, guys. And it takes, yeah, we can do this. This will be perfect. Gonna buy the pattern. Really? You're gonna make me like log in? Seriously? You don't remember my login? Come on. Here it is. There's my login. There were 13 Hanks, now only 11 left. Ugh, for sure, for sure. Oh, did you just send me a code? Really? 00516. There we go. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Absolutely nothing really. Sorry, doing too many things at once. There we go, all done. So the pattern's officially been purchased. I'm waiting for it to load so I can take a look real quickly. I'll show it off to you guys too, actually. Here you go. This is what the pattern looks like. It's actually a very nice pattern. It looks like it's written really well. Here are the sizes with the busts. Yarn. So they call for light fingering weight. I think this will be just fine. Or if you still get gauge. They used an alpaca linen silk blend. And it looks like the second smallest, so size 2, will work with the strap size, it says. So I could probably get size 2 out of that, which is 438. But I might be cutting it close, so I might just make the smallest size since this is just going to be a display piece anyway. But I do like that it goes up to a size 62-inch bust. I think that's fantastic. Yeah, this looks like it'll come together really easily. So that's going to be a blast. I'm very excited about that. You have 9 balls of mohair in Phoenix colorway that you're thinking of making into a cape, but you're not sure. Ooh, that will be lovely. Okay, you guys ready for show and tell? Because I am ready for show and tell. So I think, let me get that up real quickly. It's show and tell time. Show and tell. Ooh, there's some good stuff in here too. Okay, let's do this. Starting things off, we've got Elizabeth, 84. She says, finally finished the Enderman Granny Square blanket. It's popping off the page a little bit. There we go. Let me just bring it down so you guys can see it. There you go. This is beautiful. I love all that black. And then you've just got these 6 granny squares that are really easy to see. But I can see all those other granny squares too. Like I can kind of see the detail on them. It's really neat. Oh, whoops, sorry. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me get that back up. That was not intentional. Let's get Discord back up. I pushed the wrong button. Sorry, guys. And my computer is being incredibly slow about finding Discord today. I had this problem earlier too when I was trying to open Discord. Come on, please. Don't just sit here and look at me like I'm crazy. You got this. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Miss Samantha, here is her winning money at bingo. Congratulations to Samantha. And this is Bucky's. Very cool. Crochet hooked. First is my newspaper Afghan. Next is the blue and red sweater that I just started. Third is a cotton top that I'm working on. And the last 2 pictures are the same yarn, just trying to decide between making a sweater or a shawl. So here's the newspaper Afghan. Oh, that's really neat. I love it. And it's, I assume, newspaper because it's all black, whites, and grays. Ooh, Vicky. And then this is the blue and red sweater that you just started. Beautiful. I love that tweed. It's so good. This is, what is this? This one is a cotton top that you're working on, which will be perfect for the summertime. Nice and breathable. I think cotton's really great for crochet, actually. And then this is the sweater version, right? That's my guess. And then this is the shawl. Okay, so this is, she wants our opinion on this. on which one she should do. I am going to lean towards the sweater just because I want to see what it looks like I have a piece of cat hair in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Okay, I got it. Just because I think that it's going to look really neat. So that's what I'm leaning towards. But I think either one will be really, really pretty. See, Vicky thinks a shawl for sure. So maybe go with the shawl for sure. You know what? Here's the thing with the shawl is the shawl, it will completely do a gradient with anything else. I'm so sorry. With anything else, the sleeves and everything are going to be an issue for you. So yeah, I would go with the shawl too. It'll just knit up. It'll crochet nicely as far as the colors go. What is that I got caught in my mouth? I have no idea what that is. Crazy. Okay. Mary M. the Yarny. The blue and black is the start of a new cardigan using granny squares. And Pete, the kitty. The second is a shawl I've completed, good for cool weather. And Pete, again. The t-shirt is what I intend to wear at the Women's March on Saturday. You're going to the one in DC? Yes. Okay, black and blue. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. I'm going to make a granny square sweater one of these days. It's going to happen. I love these colors too. This is really lovely. You should take this to DC with you too, just to stay warm. Pete agrees. And then this is her shirt that she's wearing to the Women's March on the 5th in DC. It says, my body, my choice, whether you like it or not. You get confetti for that. He is very handsome. Ghost Babe, orphan socks are finished. Spun up some Superfloof in Earl Grey. 225 DK 4-ply. My Alfretti shawl is finished and blocked. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, they look so cozy. I love crocheted socks, and I can't do it to save my life. Oh, it's so pretty. I think this is the first time I've seen the Earl Grey colorway spun up. It makes me so happy. Ah, I love your background too. And then this is gorgeous. This color is really lovely on you. Like that deep, steely kind of blue. And I love your moons in the background. Oh my gosh. Bubbles, because I'm a monogamous crafter right now, finally trying on my catnip pullover. TK, this picture is for you. Found downtown in my little suburb, home of Fawcett Comics. Got the prettiest fruit bubble tea on Monday. It was a shame to mix it all up and drink it. So this is the catnip pullover. And it's beautiful, you guys. It's just, and it's all fingering weight on size 2s. Bubbles is a pro when it comes to sweater knitting. Like, she's just a rock star. Oh my gosh, it's gonna look so lovely. TK, this is for you. Cat and Billy's whiz bang explosion of pedigreed bunk. That's amazing. I need that in my house. And this is lovely. Oh my gosh, I need this. You know what? This is good. Thank you for this picture, because I might actually use this as the inspiration for that colorway for the shop in Sonoma. I think she might really like this. So I'm going to use some of this, I think, as inspiration for that. We'll see how it goes. Get the blue out of there. Get some orange and purple in there instead. Vicky is working on 2 of Juan's book club wrap. You and Me yarn. Oh, and you've got some of that crochet brioche down here, which is so lovely. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. The colors are so beautiful. They look like the ocean, like stone and sand in the water on a store. It's like stormy winter ocean. Stormy winter ocean, jeez. The ocean during the winter in a storm. Miss Monster, first sock of the pair is done, except for grafting the toe and weaving in the ends. I love it. It looks so good, and I love the white heel on it. That pooling is everything. I also really, really like the seam on the side here. I don't know if that's intentional, but I'm digging it. Samantha, here's my volleyball team. Very cool. And Spiderbot, a frog I am knitting. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's like a little psychedelic frog because he's all sorts of colors. Your socks are always too big. Hey, I'd prefer 2 big socks than 2 small socks. Finished my Cinnabar shawl on Sunday. I am loving it. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. How did you like the brioche? All the brioche. And you did brioche flat. That is brave. I'm impressed. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Let's see. And then here's some deets on it. Oh, it's beautiful. Those colors are so good. Yeah, it is gorgeous. And look at this. You guys are just sitting here complimenting each other. You're so, all of you are so supportive, and I love it so much. You guys, what a lovely evening. Happy April. Things are going to be a little chaotic for a while, but we do have a mini skein set coming out this month, and then we will be in Washington for local yarn shop day. If you are not local to us, or if you're not in the Seattle, Washington area, anywhere around there, and you can't come see us, still make sure that you go out and you visit your local yarn shop. In this day and age, it's so important to support them, you guys. It's a big deal. Remember that you can also get 30% off mohair ball, all of our mohair ball, as long as it's in stock right now, with this code BK Live 0402. That is just for you guys, and it will only be available until tomorrow evening at like 6:36, I think is what it was. So keep that in mind. Love you guys. If you are a patron at the Gracie's Gang or higher, make sure you go over to patreon.com/BossKitty and vote for either Tommy or Hedwig and the Angry Inch. If you are a patron of a paid tier such as Zuzu's Zealots or up, please, please, please come hang out with us next Friday, the 11th, and watch whatever movie it is that we choose. Your camera doesn't have to be on. Your mic's not on. My camera and mic isn't on. We legit, I mean, my mic's on for a hot second, but we legit just sit here and shoot the shit and talk about the movie and enjoy ourselves. I did it in pajamas the other night, and it was a blast. So I think you guys will have a lot of fun. You're such a fan of brioche. You've already got another couple of patterns. Yes! I love you all so much. If I don't see you for the watch along, then I will see you all on the 16th. I will be very tired on that day because the 15th is tax day. So that's the busiest week of my whole year as far as work goes. But you guys will be with me here, so it'll be worth it. Love you all. And as some 8-year-old kid told me, be fucking good. Night, guys. Bye. I forget that it's going to close like this.